And we're going to go through a process that you see on your screen here right now and kind of take this through step by step. Now, understanding that this isn't necessarily a linear process. Some of these things are going on simultaneously, but they're all equally important, so we're going to look at them one by one. And some of these things, some of these steps, we're going to dig into early on, and some we're going to dig into more a little bit later in this webinar, because we're going to introduce you to a case study. And through that case study, we'll be talking about a lot of the different elements of building this campaign and strategy. So first of all, number one, be ready. If you're going to launch a campaign to get yourself booked as a professional speaker, then you better be ready for what's going to happen when you put that the promotions out there. Meaning you better have a website to direct people to, a website that speaks to you as a speaker, that has information for them, that's branded with your key messaging, and it's consistent with the messages that you're putting out in your campaign. Then it's important to identify your key messages, understanding what it is you want people to know about you. What's the key thing that describes you and overall is your brand? Identifying your target market is the next step. And this, you know, when you're going out there after this speaking audience, you need to get really clear about who you want to reach and who you can best help. You're not going to be the speaker for everybody. You're better off narrowing that market to a really nice, clean niche and really excelling and taking over in that market. We'll talk some more about that in the case study too. And then creating a campaign strategy. It's not a one and done kind of deal. Sending out one email or sending out one postcard is not going to get you booked. This is a campaign. It's a long-term project. Obtaining a list. So who are you going to send this stuff to? That can be the tricky part. You might buy the list. You might have your own list already. We'll talk about some different ways that you can obtain that. And then executing the strategy. So this is everything from designing to actually executing that campaign strategy. And then finally evaluating it. Evaluating the strategy and the campaign. What worked, what didn't work, you know, what would you do differently next time, and do you need to continue if you're not getting the results that you want.